Been a little bit. It's been busy, but yeah, we're back at it. Today's gonna be a big planning episode because there's a lot of planning to do in this one because we built out the authentication and the authorization, and that's cool. You know, that's something, that process of doing that is something you should just get used to doing for like everything, because anything you want to log into, you're gonna have very similar steps to that. But today is where we start, like, shit, those are my keys. Sorry. Excuse me. We start playing the game because the outlaw you built, if you've been following along, is centered around building the Empire model. The Empire model is the core model by which, that we're going to center our game around. The fact that a user is an Empire, and on the surface is easy. A user is automatically auto-generated an empire when they start. There's going to be that one-to-one relationship. But as we build out the model, I want to start to define what the core gameplay loop looks like and start making those big decisions. Like during our first planning session, we really, punted a lot of it. If you remember, you saw things like, yeah, I don't want to answer that question now. I don't want to think about that now. Here, we are going to get to. So I have the prompt here, and I'm going to start adding to it. I'm going to say, like, because this is the first model that is absolutely core to the gameplay mechanics, I want to spend a significant amount of time here planning what the core gameplay mechanics will look like and come up with a specification and blueprint as to how we move forward from here on out. You need to ask me questions one at a time, building upon each previous response until we have a good plan where we can build out not only just the Empire model, but also the rest of the game. Do not build the spec or the blueprint before asking me first. Oh, let's resize this window. We've got extended thinking on as well as explanatory. All right. All right. Good question. Wants to know essentially how I envision happening. When a user registers, they should be able to create an empire with a name of their choosing. This empire will start with a single star system that the game generates for that. I don't see much customization at this point outside of the name of their empire. However, why not let the game create an empire name for them that they can change at a later date? Maybe we can use Faker for this. there should absolutely be different types of star systems with different characteristics. Let me actually pull up some other like notes I had. Nope. Star system should have a type, and it should have a maximum population, maximum number of buildings. Its current population, a loyalty mechanic, the loyalty value, an empire should have a number of credits, minerals, energy, and food, and population, which is a sum of the population on all of its star systems. Resources should be generated by each planet. Nope, I keep wanting to use planet, but it should be star system. Yep. Cool. Resources are generated once daily. Star system types should include terrestrial, ocean, desert, tundra, gas giant, asteroid. Excuse me. A new empire should have a moderate amount of starting resources and one terrestrial planet. Loyalty should change based on how much food is available, tax rate, and how recently the star system has been conquered. When loyalty starts to dip, we should see decreased resource generation, and if it dips very low, we can see acts of sabotage and perhaps rebellion, maybe leading to the star system joining another empire. Apologize for sniffling. I got allergies today. I'm dying here. Okay, ocean for food production. Yeah, desert for energy. Yeah, that sounds good. Tundra's mineral rich. Yeah, mineral focused gas giant. Ooh. One thing. Change asteroid belt to being research focused. I don't want to implement the resource calculation system now. Let's focus first on establishing models and relationships. Oh, it went and did it without me wanting it to. So let's take a look at the code it's generating. Factory template, yeah, that's good. Model specs. Interesting, Empire Builder Service. Okay. I mean, yeah, this is fascinating. This is something I've not really done much of, but like I really like the fact of like, hey, you know, a lot of stuff should be broken out into services. I want to take a look. So it's using Faker Space Galaxy with Empire name. I'm just gonna Google real quick to see like. Come on, internet. Yeah, my internet is what I would say not the greatest when I am actually streaming. So let me see if there's anything I can quit to help with that. Galaxy. Let's see here. Default. Was it Space Galaxy? Yeah. Faker Space. There's not that many galaxy names, so that's fine. Yeah. There's not many galaxies. We can change that later. It's not a big deal. All right. User registration policy. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's the next step. Is we're going to set up. I thought it was going to take longer, but I think that we've kind of filtered out what we need to do. And next up, we will start building out the empire. And yeah, let me empire migration, empire model, user model, service, right? Create starting star system empire, right? But create starting star system, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a starting. It's going to change. That's all right. We don't need to do that yet. Excellent. All right, cool. We are good to go. We'll see you next time when we start building in the empire. Like, subscribe, follow, hit buttons, whatever you need to do. Thanks for hanging out.